Yo, what's going on, my good people? Happy Labor Day. Waiting on my guy D-Bud to get in here, man. But hopefully you're having a good extended weekend. I'm one half of the Man to Man Pod, AB. Shit, we had some good college football on this weekend. Again, man, happy Labor Day to my good people. Let me see where my guy D-Bud at. How y'all weekend going? There you go.
Yes, sir. I'm out here in the woods. How it sound?
Now you good. You good money.
Oh, all right. Let's see, all right. You know what I mean? We out here.
Sure, where y'all at?
Man, we got Canton.
Okay.
Let me turn this sideways.
Oh, I thought you said Canton, Ohio. I thought you linked up with Roy Johnson and them.
Nah, but you see they doing a documentary already.
Yeah, they jumped on that quick. It was Kevin Hart and
Kevin Hart and
Kevin
I don't
Hart
know what.
And what's LeBron and the major name?
Rich Paul?
Rich Paul, yeah, Rich Paul.
Yeah, man.
So that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, they beat us to it, man.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
That's gonna be a real good one, though.
Yeah. But sure, what you thought about this weekend, man? College ball, man, in full effect. Some good games, some garbage games.
Yeah, that's college for you.
But what was your overall feeling on college football this weekend?
Sadness. Overall sadness, man. Well, number one, I was excited, seeing the stands back full again. It's nothing like, the atmosphere of a college game. Tradition, whether it be songs. I saw that VTech intro, just all the different stadiums. You saw Jackson State fam down there putting on for the HBCUs, and Deion Eddie George had his coaching debut. Tennessee State, so a big win for the HBCUs. But man, my damn UConn Huskies, we lost to damn Holy Cross. It's just at a point right now. We just, we the laughing stock of college football right now. We're gonna get into that a little bit more. But that was my team I rooted for growing up. We talked about them last episode playing them, and that shit was ugly. So good game last night, though, to wrap it up, though, with Notre Dame, Florida State, that safety Hamilton. Whew.
Hey, he's serious.
Real deal. I don't watch college ball like that, so that was my intro to him. I damn sure ain't watching Notre Dame, but he the real deal, man. So some sadness, some excitement, but mostly sadness, man. What about you?
No, I agree with you, man. Like you said, it's always good to see and feel the energy of the fans in the stadium, man. Good for the young fellas, man, to be able to perform in front of that. Definitely HBCU, the love with Deion getting his first win over fam. Eddie George, like you said, his coaching debut over at Tennessee State. So that was good to see. Last night's game, I was a Florida State fan growing up. So seeing them going back and forth wire to wire. And like you say, we were talking about it on Twitter last night. Great safety play, not good safety play, but great safety play. So that was good to see. And Clemson, Georgia, thought we was gonna get a little bit more out of Clemson. And then you say, UM, man, we talked about that. So it was definitely a good weekend, man, to sit around and watch some good college football. And this Thursday, man, we kick it off in the NFL. So good times. Good times.
Man, we made it. We almost made it. We almost there, man. And that's obviously my thing. I love NFL ball. Obviously kicking off with the Cowboys and the Bucs.
Ho. We can't just let's just rewind.
What happened? What we got?
The bum ass UConn Huskies. I know you touched on it, but we just ain't gonna touch on it.
Hold on, wait. What the Bison did this weekend first? Because the thing,
Hey, we got an
the
L.
only
We call
saving
it L.
grace was I got a lot of
We call
homies from LSU. They got smacked. Got a lot of homies from the U. They got smacked. They been quiet. So, what happened with Howard?
Now we call it L.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
all
we call
good
it
then.
L. But L is an L. But sometimes they sit a little different. So, like you said, with UConn losing the Holy Cross, and then I think you had retweeted something,
Oh my
and
gosh,
I guess the coach was trying to get his players,
that was
try to get
sad,
them
bro.
riled up, and the players they didn't respond. So I know I seen Dan Orlovsky. He some people talking about, Dan, you gotta go, help the program. I know you said that would be the only job that you would take.
Yeah,
What needs to be done out there in UConn, man, on the football side?
man. Honestly, even though I've been following them, from a distance, I don't know enough as far as like the funding, the resources, and all those
Yeah,
things that are going behind the scenes. Obviously they're not in the conference right now, so they're independent. I hated that. I hated when we moved from the Big East to go to that American whatever conference, but now that's broken up. We're independent. So it's a lot of things I'm sure going on behind the scenes. But as far as on the field football stuff, like you spoke on that video, like that's unacceptable on any level of sports, any sport, especially football. I've obviously spent my most time on football, but even if that was a basketball huddle or my sister played volleyball, that was like that was just disgusting. Especially with it, not that it even should matter, but it was still a game. Like you got 5 minutes left. It's a 10-point game. You playing Holy Cross, so you should feel like Holy Cross probably favorite coming into the game because Jeff Schwartz told me that's the Alabama of the FCS, but I wouldn't give it down. But
yeah,
that was disgusting, man. It's just so pride for one. You got to have pride in what you do. You got to
yeah,
have respect for yourself, respect for your teammates, your coaches, and the coaches obviously got to earn that, and they got to have that and still that to the players as well. But it's a culture thing, man. For me, when you see something like that, that's from the top down, and you either coaching or you're allowing it. And then for the players, they're not holding each other accountable. So it was just ugly to see. I talked to so many UConn alum this past weekend. And even with my retweet of what I said, that was kind of me being light and not, saying
right,
what I really wanted to say. But man, because when I got there, we had just gone into the Big East. Dan
right,
Orlovsky and his boys had kind of did a lot to move that program forward, going to Division One, going to the Big East, and then my class came in there 2004. So our class, we took it from Big East and we got ranked. We were ranked top 13 and, had a bunch of guys drafted and all these different things. So when we left, probably a year or two after I left, they was in the Fiesta Bowl. So,
right.
you left it in a good place. You see your program
Good,
to
yeah,
continue to move
in good
on.
hands. Yeah,
Yeah. But after that, Esso left, our coach, Randy Esso left. I was never a fan of the way he left. I've spoken this a few times. He left and basically just hopped on the flight. And when those boys landed back in Connecticut, that's when they found out that he had left and went to Maryland.
yeah,
And the program never recovered from there. I don't think some people that were there and instrumental to their success will never replace. RIP to the strength coach, Jerry Martin, legend, Scott Lakatos, who's my coach. Terry Richardson recruited those states, Florida, PA, Georgia. It was just a lot that's going on, man. But like I said, that would be the only job I would take, only because that shit personal to me. Like it is,
nah,
and you went through Howard. You felt like you put your heart and soul into that shit. So when you see it at the state that it's at now, man, I saw that video. I watched that video probably like 10, 15 minutes straight. I was hurt, for real.
nah, man, nah. I can dig it, man, but I just feel like sometimes, well, most of the time, I think a lot of programs go through that. I'm not going to really speak on Alabama or nothing like that, but a lot of programs, they go
Be
through that. They go through
selective.
that stage. They go through that stage where it's a couple years where they're trying to get back to where they once were. I know Howard, we're still trying to find that mode. You know what I mean? So again, like you said, you put your heart, sweat, and tears into a program where you love and you respect, and
Mm-hmm.
to see them not performing or the outcome that you expect, or at least just being competitive. You know what I mean? At least if you're
Yeah, yeah.
competitive, like you can respect that, you know. But like you said, with that
The,
video that
the
you
outcome,
saw,
the outcome gonna be what it is.
it is what it is. Right, right, right. But at least
Yeah,
you got to be
you gonna have your
out
wins, you
there
gonna have your
fighting.
losses.
Yeah, yeah. So even
Yeah, man, it was
so
bad.
talking on that, like what was the? I know I'm looking at the game in Bama. I'm thinking that if anybody has a shot of beating Bama, I think it will be week 1, not knowing what's going to happen or what the team has. I would have thought that this week 1 would have been UM's best shot. I think coming into the season, a lot of people were talking about they was excited to see what UM was going to do. As the University of Miami back, Alabama had a true freshman starting. So, but damn. Bama came out swinging, man, and it just looked like. And we talked about it before. Like I said, it like
Man, and
if they still in them Adidas, man, I don't know. Like I don't know if I can trust them.
hold on, I'm hearing my feedback late. That's my connection.
Oh yeah,
Hold on, let me jump out, jump back in.
nah, but Javier, you right. USC is a good example of that. They was on the mountaintop. And then, with Reggie Bush, Matt Lindell, White and them boys. And then, after that, they kind of died down. So I do think, a lot of programs go through that. But again, I just think it's that integrity and just that culture that you got to build, to get back right. Fresno State almost had Oregon on the ropes. Another one was Tulane, Oklahoma. I was surprised about that. And Tulane boys came out and was balling. Now, Kiva, yeah, Grambling definitely gave Eddie George his L. It definitely was his coaching debut though. But yep. Grambling gave Tennessee State and Eddie George that L. So definitely interested to see how him and his boys will bounce back from that. I love to see that HBCU ball on TV, man. Shout out to Canton, Ohio, man. They had the Black Hall of Fame Classic game out there in Canton, Ohio, man. That was a beautiful thing. LSU did get spanked. Question for you guys: like, what are your expectations? I know my expectations aren't big come week 1. You know what I'm saying? As far as these college teams, a lot of teams haven't played in X amount of days. Cool, no excuses, no explanations. But I would say even the Georgia or Clemson. Somebody said Georgia upset at Clemson. I'm like, that's not an upset. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just thinking week 1, man. It's like really. You going out there playing. I don't think and even I had a conversation with somebody. I don't even think they should rank college teams until like week 5, week 6. What are y'all thoughts on that? What are y'all thoughts on that? Because my take is every year is a different year, right? So you got guys that's leaving for the draft. You got guys that's graduating. You got incoming freshmen. So, teams, they change each and every year, right? So a team is getting based off typically what they did last year, what their recruiting was like. For me, I would love to see where you go at least the first month where teams are ranked. Now, I know it has a lot to do with ratings and things of that nature, but for me, I would love to see where everybody is playing without a number on the side of their school name. What's your opinion on that? I feel what you're saying, but last night you seen Notre Dame I think they had that with the 9 beside their name. Georgia and Clemson had the 3 and 5 beside their name. I know it's not official, but if we're watching TV, that's just my opinion. I get what you're saying, Nakiba, but that's just my stance. Question from Tone, my man Tone. How do you try and steal players from Alabama's domination? It seems like you are relatively top prospect. It's a no-brainer to go to Bama at this point. Yeah, like why wouldn't you? Like if your goal is to if your dream is to pursue the NFL and you're a top recruit, like I mean I can't argue not going to Bama. Bama has a track record of sending players to the league. So that's just like any other, like, you know, if I want to be an engineer, I'm going to go to the top engineering school to ensure that I'm going to get that job. If I want to be a lawyer, I'm going to go to a great school, you know what I mean, where I can get my law degree. So it's the same thing with Bama. Bama, they doing what they're supposed to do. Man. So check this out. You know, we got a mailbag. Please, you know, send your questions to db20 to ab41@gmail.com. That's db20 to ab41@gmail.com. We're going to answer one of our mailbag questions today. Definitely send your questions. I know we answer a lot of questions here in the chat, but if you don't get your answers here in live, please send your questions to the mailbag, please. Please. Underdog Fantasy. You know, we're gonna have our draft tomorrow night. Tomorrow night live. We're gonna have our draft at 8:30. Meanwhile, you can go to underdogfantasy.com or you can download the app. As you know, sign up with our code MAN. You'll get an extra $25 when you make your first deposit. So make sure y'all lock in tomorrow. We're going to be live 8:30. It's going to be live. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of shit talking. So definitely excited about that. Hey, B, I got a strategy, yeah. You know, just do me, baby. But nah, so I think I've done two prior to the one we're gonna do tomorrow. And I think the first one, I was decent. My running back room was a little, I actually like my running back room. I didn't really have a lot of big names in my running back room. I felt as though everything else, receiving room, tight end, quarterbacks, was 8-1. So my second draft I did, I think I kind of found my groove. Running back room was tight, receivers, tight end, and quarterback. So, you know, a lot of times it's based off where, you know, where you drafting at. You know, so I think I'm gonna be all right, Tone. Y'all tap in for sure. Porter Sherman, how overrated is Notre Dame? Notre Dame looked good to me last night. You know, obviously it was some, you know, first week. I think the quarterback played well. Defense slide around. I just thought it was a solid game all around. Let me get Tap D Butt back at. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, you good. You
money?
good.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
You know, my AB shit out here.
Hey, it happens, man.
Now I see what you be dealing with.
Hey, it happens. Porter Sherman asked how overrated is Notre Dame. I'm like, I don't think they're, you know, it's still week one. You know what I'm saying? It's one game. I think.
I hope the boy's still alive, man.
Say it again.
Brian Kelly, man. I said, I hope the boy's still alive. No, Brian Kelly was talking about off in the boy. Everybody needs to be executed.
Hey, so we was gonna talk about that. Nah. I said we
I
was gonna
talked about
talk
that.
about that. But since we on the topic,
Oh,
what you feel about that comment?
I I mean with no context, it was crazy. But I think he was channeling old
Yeah,
coach John McKay, what is it, from the 80s or
right.
70s, maybe the 80s. Old Bucs coach. But matter of fact, I went and saw a whole compilation of his. I advise everybody go. This is the best coaching rants. Period.
You breaking up.
And uh-oh. Oh no.
Nah, you back good.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that shit was hilarious, man. But them boys almost tricked it off. It looked like it was about to be a Disney storybook ending for Mackenzie Milton, who
Yeah,
came back from that crazy knee injury. They put him in the game. He was supposed to go in for a play. He went. They went. He made a play, made a throw. They moved the ball down the field, scored a touchdown. That's when I asked, like, hey, what quarterback we sticking with coming out of the next huddle? You and Booger was like, come on, man, you already know what
yeah.
time it is.
You already know what's up.
So
And I told that's the beautiful thing about sports. Like you said, like helmet came off, had to come out for a play. You get in, you get an opportunity. You know what I mean? And he
not the
was ready
quarterback. He
for it.
wasn't even playing. He wasn't even playing terrible either. He was playing all right. I think he had
Yeah,
scored.
yeah.
He dropped
Hey,
before.
but up until then, like it was the Florida State offense was decent, but it was to me for most part of the game it was stagnant for real. And you
Yeah,
could just see when he came in the game, he gave him a spark. Gave
definitely
him a
for sure.
spark. And that's the beautiful thing about this game, man, about sports in general. We all know that Wally Pipp story. So,
Yeah, yeah, man.
you
I,
know,
I I just I just hope we see that this week in Chicago with the Bears. Probably about third quarter, Justin Fields comes in and get them boys a spark. But nah, man, that ending was crazy. And then Florida State ended up icing their own kicker, which I
yeah,
thought at the time I thought it was a good. I don't. I blame the kicker on that. Kicker should kick the practice kick because once you kick the practice kick and make that, but he made it. It didn't count. The coach went challenged it. He saw because I thought it was an incomplete pass when I saw it live based on the rules.
yeah,
So they went back, incomplete pass, moved him up 12, 13 yards closer. I mean, kid got to make that regardless. That's his job. He
yeah,
got to
yeah,
make
yeah.
that at
Everybody,
home.
everybody got a job to do. You got to do your job.
You got to do your job, man. But he missed it. A lot of people gonna blame the coach. Which he should take it now. Obviously, he's gonna take it. It's only part of it. But yeah, that stunk for them Florida State fans. But looking forward to that Florida State Miami game, which is always a big game down here.
You looking forward to that?
I'm saying if you base it off week one, it looks like it's gonna be ugly for the
It's
McCains,
gonna be
man.
ugly. Yeah. Um. Yeah, man. We'll see what them UM boys gonna do, man. See if they can bounce back. But uh, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Did Kelly apologize for the statement?
I don't know. I ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, you know how soft we are now. He probably had to come out and apologize.
Yeah, real soft, real soft.
I
But
was, I was go ahead.
now go ahead.
Now I was just watching them those compilation of them coaches going off, and it just made me really think about damn like how much we've changed. Culture around sports, just in general. The type of things that people would never say nowadays. And I'm talking about you go back shit probably 10 years. It'll sound crazy in 2021, which some of that's good, some of that's bad. But I also want to see. It made me realize I think fans should see more coaches interactions with each other, with players, with refs. You see kind of some of it on sound effects or maybe Hard Knocks or something like that, but I think it should be a show just straight coaches talking to the fans, the ref making decisions so they go for
Man,
it. I think that should be
fans
amazing
would be
TV.
surprised. Fans would be
Shocked.
surprised. They'll be shocked because you got some coaches out here. Most coaches that got some personalities, man. So you so so I know a lot of interactions that I've seen with coaches and players. I sit back and get some popcorn and be like, yo, I can watch this
Bruh,
all day, every day. Like,
it'll
you know
be,
what I'm
I'm telling
saying?
you, that'll be one of the best. Because a lot of people, I don't think Hard Knocks got the same kind of buzz that it usually got over the years. I think a part of that is, all the teams having their own social teams and putting out almost their kind of own version of Hard Knocks, training camp behind the scenes, this, that, and the third. All these social teams are doing that now.
Yeah.
But if fans got to see those coaches, like, and obviously, you edit out all the play calls and things like that that can give people an advantage. But just the interactions, man, you'll see some coaches panicking. I know you've been on the sideline with a position coach panic, head coach panic. Going back and forth with refs. It'll be some very high level. Now, hey, nobody steal that. One of y'all networks, don't steal this. Y'all better put
Nah,
us
man,
on if y'all
you
gonna
know
do
they
it.
tapped in.
Y'all better put some
Can
people in
can
here. You know what I mean?
can you have a do you have a moment or two where you had a coach like either panic to a point where like you kind
Oh,
of had to reel him in, or coaches getting into it, like
man, you already know what. I mean, I can't even think of specific instances, but um, we had, and I love.
damn, right when he was about to tell his story. Oh man, now Debo understand what I be going through. But I got two stories. I know one instance. It was before I got to the Colts. I'm not gonna say any names. But the players that was there previously before me used to always tell me this story about two coaches that got into it on the sideline. Another coach ended up, stealing off on another coach. But that story always, have me die like crying. I know another story I had. A coach lost his shit when we played in New England. Um, we had a coach that kind of got bumped up for the game to call the plays. Um, we was playing in Foxborough, and I guess coach was kind of like out of his league, and he was calling the plays, and it was a series where our middle linebacker at the time, Gary Brackett, he didn't get a call for probably like 5 plays. And I think the sideline, New England sideline saw this, or we looking to the sideline and we not getting a call. We like, yo, give us a call. So it was probably like 6 plays, 5 or 6 plays where we were calling the plays. And the crazy thing about it, Tom, he ended up going no huddle. So it even made it that much worse where we out there trying to call plays and we go to the sideline and the coach is looking at us. We're like, the deer in the headlights type situation. So, man, yeah, man, John J. DB, he's struggling today, baby. He's struggling. Fez is definitely watching. Man, that's a great question. I would say in certain stadiums, I would say, yeah, you got to think about them college stadiums, man. It's a hundred plus thousand in the stands. Whereas, I think the typical on average NFL stadium's going to hold close to 70,000. Obviously, Jerry Jones and them out there in Dallas is a little different story. But I would say I might have to tip it to the college. Now, don't get me wrong, you got some NFL stadiums that's you gotta play in. You got to think about like Pittsburgh with the terrible towels. You think about Kansas City. So you got some stadiums, some NFL stadiums that I would love to play in. But I just think college crowds with 100,000+ youngsters in there. Yes, you can't beat that. Damn, stream y'all tried to kick me out. What's going on out there today? Told you the feds is watching. Nah, but that's not the so that was a punt, but this is not the punch that I'm talking about though. This is not the one I'm talking about. That was legendary. The Dennis Green rant, that definitely was legendary. Rest in peace to the GOAT, Denny Green. Talking, man, nobody. But look, we're gonna tap into this, man. We're gonna get it, like I said, we on Thursday, we got the Bucs. We got the Bucs and the Cowboys. I'm excited for this Thursday night football game. If I had to bet on it, I would go with the Bucs. Obviously, you know, with the Cowboys being on Hard Knocks, you've seen a lot. You know, it's a lot of talk about Dak. Is he healthy coming off the surgery with his shoulder? And then, you know, he came out reported that, hey, Dak he's full go, so he'll be out there on Thursday. All right, we got D-Butt back in here. There we go.
Man, it's grit right now.
Hey, it's just one of them things, man. But hey, we talking about this Thursday night football game, Cowboys.
I said the phone got too hot.
Your joint still tripping. But Thursday night, man, we got Tom Brady and the Bucs, Dak and the Cowboys, man. Like I said, if I had to bet on it, I'm taking the Bucs. Dak, they said Dak is full go. Dak will be out there. But they took a hit to the offensive line this week, man. Zach Martin, who will not be playing, having COVID. So I think that's going to be a big loss for them. I think they were expecting to try to get back and get that continuity with that front line back together. But
I think Sue got ruled out too, right before we went live.
Who was that?
Nottingham Sue.
Okay. I think they can bounce back from that. I think Tampa can bounce back from that. But you know, with all starters on both sides of the ball coming back, getting that continuity, and obviously trying to come back and have something to prove, man. I think it's gonna be the light's gonna shine bright on these two teams come Thursday.
Any chance for a Super Bowl hangover for the Bucs? I know they got hot down the stretch, won a lot of games, but I mean, obviously you experienced that as a young player. Any chance you get any of that?
I don't think so, man. When you have a leader like Tom, who's been there numerous amount of times, I think you have, you know, the guys ready. And I think, you know, with BA being there and just the coaching staff that they have, I don't think they'll allow that to happen. You know what I mean? So, and that's just my guess. I think they come out ready to play, man. And I'm anxious to see on the Tampa Bay side, right? I'm anxious to see all the weapons that Tampa Bay has, right? You got Mike Evans, you got Antonio Brown, you got Gronk, you got OJ Howard coming back off his injury. So, you know, you got a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, secondary was young, but you know they got a lot of experience, a lot of play time last year, a lot of snaps under their belt.
They gelled last year late.
Late they gelled, and then obviously, you know, linebacker crewing up front, man, they got some dogs. So I'm just excited to see how they, like you said, how they come back after they Super Bowl run. And on the flip side, Dallas, man, I'm anxious to see how Zeke is going to come back and play. Uh, I'm
I think
anxious
he's
to
gonna have a
see.
big year this year.
I mean, I hope
Big
so.
year. I think he starts off fast.
We're gonna see. He playing against a tough defense.
Real tough.
Tough defense, and then obviously Dak, him coming off that injury, this ankle, and then the troubles he's been having with his shoulder. Just trying to see, how he's gonna hold up, and then that defense.
Though that's where the biggest question mark comes in for Dallas for me. That defense. I feel like they got all the weapons on offense, even with Zach Martin being banged up. Unfortunately, they got a lot of experience playing, with a lot of moving parts on that O-line. But you
Yeah.
get your quarterback back. As far as according to the last Hard Knocks episode, no pitch count. So he should be, live. So if he got to throw it 30, 35 times, that shouldn't be a problem. You're getting back a Zeke, a motivated Zeke, Pollard behind him. And that's the only advantage I see for the Cowboys, that wide receiver group potentially going up and getting some matchups against that young Tampa Bay secondary. Like you said, though, they gelled. They're coming off a Super Bowl championship where they, obviously they were getting after the quarterback up front, but they did their thing on the back end, adjusting. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm so happy we get NFL football back, though, man. It's gonna be. I'm sure that's gonna break some viewership records for opening day, because I just feel like everybody feels the same way that I do about this NFL season right now.
Nah, I'm with you. Tone said Makai Paulson looks like a problem for any O-line. Yeah, just because his ability, he can moving sideline to sideline, very fast, very active. But I think his front is going to have to play well for him.
Yeah.
I think his front has to play well for him to really be, the player that we know he can be. If his front line doesn't help him, him running sideline to sideline, that's not going. That's not going to help him at all.
He's going to be making a bunch of tackles 8 and 9, 11 yards down the field.
Yeah, so that defensive line in front of him definitely going to have to help him out a lot. But I am excited to see him. I think he's going to have a bright future.
He's a playmaker. The ball seems to find him, or he seems to find the ball. And watching him practice, watching him play, you can tell he loves football. He missed last year. He sat out last year because of the COVID with Penn State. Opted out. And he's lived up to the billing. Up to this point at least. But his motor, his effort, you love to see it. But it's gonna come down to between the ears for him. And they got a talented linebacker group. Talented.
Yeah.
I think they could do a lot. Jalen Smith, especially.
You got Keanu Neal that came out.
Got Keanu Neal. You got they drafted 2 this year with not only Mike in the first round, but they drafted I think Cox in the 4th round maybe, which is still a high draft pick. So it's a lot of talent in that room, but can they put it together? Can they piece it together mentally and make some plays? And I'm excited for Malik too, man. Malik Hook got another opportunity out there. Obviously, KZ's gonna be starting at the free safety spot, but he got signed late in camp, coming off his Achilles injury last year. And so he's going to have an opportunity, I believe, to get out there and make some plays for that team this year, man. So excited about those guys. But Cowboys, people going to be talking about them all year. They're in a division that they could definitely win. But this game it's gonna be all eyes on them. We're going to see how they show up.
Nah, no question. But like I said, I don't know what's the I know it's early in the week right now. What's the line?
Last I checked, it was. Let me see right now. Matter of fact, I don't even need to play with this.
Yeah. You don't play with that.
Yeah, you might have to go check that out on FanDuel.
You don't play with that. Somebody find a line.
I want to say it was around 6.5 or 7 last time. See, now my camera want to act up. See,
Oh, 6.5.
There we go. 6.5. The Bucs were right, of course.
Of course, I would think. But we're gonna see. But other than that, while we speaking on the Cowboys and the Bucks, I know last week, we picked out winners for the AFC. Um,
Yeah.
we're gonna tap in into the NFC. Who wins the NFC East? So, it's a lot of talk with the Giants. Daniel Jones, this is kind of the year for him. He got to step up. He got to show why they picked him, where they picked him in the draft. Saquon Barkley is, he's coming back into the fold. They did some things in free agency as far as receivers. Defensively, draft. I think defensively, I think they'll be solid. I think last year, Judge had them guys rolling on the defensive side of the ball. So, we got New York. We just talked about Dallas and, what the weapons they have on offense, Zeke coming back on the defense, man, seeing what we can, seeing what they can do on that side of the ball. So, like you said, we're going to have a whole bunch of talk about Dallas.
I think only one team comes out of this division and makes the playoffs. And
I think they'll have two.
You think the NFC East is going to have two playoff teams?
That's what I tell you.
All right, well, yeah, I got to hear you pick how this order is going to fall. Because I got the Cowboys,
yep,
the football team, the Giants, and the Eagles. But
that's how I got
Eagles,
it.
That can go either way.
And I think the Cowboys and the football team will make the playoffs.
Well, I'm gonna see how because I can see three coming out of the NFC West before we even get to that. But all right, so we got the same Cowboys football team, Giants, Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay. So we both agree on that one.
We both agree on that, and I just feel like that defense. I think quiet is kept.
Which one? Which defense? What football team?
Yeah, football. Yeah. Oh, their defense is going to have them in games all year long. They top 5 defense this year.
They got all the pieces, and they carried them to the playoffs last year. But that NFC, man, it's a lot of teams. Because I can see 2 coming out of the South, the NFC South. I can see 3 coming out of the West. Yeah, I can't see 2 teams from this division making it. But the football team, and I can't bet on Fitzpatrick making it. He got the most start snaps under his belt ever for a quarterback to not take a playoff snap. So I can't bet on him doing that in year 39.
Hey,
absolutely.
We're gonna see.
Which one?
All right, we're gonna go to the NFC West. You just mentioned the NFC West.
Now this probably the toughest one to pick.
NFC West, got the Seahawks. I think they always gonna be in the running.
As long as they got
Russell. Yep, you got Russell Wilson. Then you got the Chargers, man. They brought Matthew Stafford in. He has his weapons.
You got the who? Who you got?
Oh shit, I'm tripping. No, yeah. Oh, you got the Rams.
Yeah. Rams. You said the Chargers.
I said the Chargers?
Same city, yeah, same city.
Oh, my fault. The Rams.
Shout out Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Players mess up. But now you got the Rams. You got Matthew Stafford out there. He had his weapons out there on offense, man. On defense, obviously led by Aaron Donald. So they're always solid. You got my old mob, the 49ers. They got their little quarterback situation out there. Jimmy G coming back. You got, Bosa. And then you got the defense, man. You got the defense that's going to rock out. So, and then you got your Cardinals.
Signed Josh Norman, too, I believe.
Josh Norman, so 1 year.
Give some depth. Yeah, give some depth in that secondary. I mean, I think best division of football. I think any of these teams, all 4 of these teams can make the playoffs. I think 2 for sure but maybe 3 come out of this division. Remember, this one came down to like a 1-yard stop last year on who was the first seed. But I'm gonna pick them like this. I'm going with the Niners. I feel like they got the best overall roster.
The Niners?
The
Okay.
Niners in the best quarterback situation, because I still think you're comfortable going into the season with Jimmy G. He's a guy who's proven.
You say they got the best quarterback situation?
Absolutely, 1,000%. 1,000%. You got Jimmy G, who you can't get bored with winning. This dude 2 years removed from the Super Bowl. You can't. So he's a winner in this league. He's shown that. And now you got
their
Trey
quarterback
Lance.
situation. Their quarterback situation is better than Seattle's.
Yes.
With Russ.
Yes. Because you got Kyle Shanahan. You got a new first year. You know what happens in Seattle every year. Russ come out.
You give it too much credit to a guy that's going to be on the sideline.
Who, Jimmy G?
Kyle Shanahan. He's going to be on the sideline.
And he's proven his worth on that sideline. That's why the Niners locked him up for 6 years. He's proven his worth. He called that old now. We done seen him do it. So to have Jimmy G in there. And then until if the situation arises where you throw Trey Lance in there, or you have a pack, you saw him run him out with the platoon thing that you said you don't like. I don't have a problem with it when you got a player like this, like Trey Lance back there, waiting in the wings. But you got the best O tackle in football right now with Trent Williams. I love the running game with Shanahan, and you got weapons, man. Kittle, Debo, Ayuk.
Hey,
and then that defense, Bosa coming back. Come on, man.
Hey,
Niners.
Hey, I think you want to rephrase that, like, because you're not taking Jimmy G. You're not taking Jimmy G or Trey Lance over Russell Wilson or Matt Stafford.
What I mean by quarterback situation is
please explain, bro, because your credibility is about to be shot down right now, bro.
The best quarterback in this. We had this conversation already. The best quarterback in this division, single-handed, easily is Russell Wilson.
Explain yourself.
The last time we had this conversation, Matt Stafford, you said that too quick. Russell Wilson is the best quarterback in this situation, in this division. I mean, Russell Wilson he's first year with this coordinator, right? We saw what happened last year. Russell Wilson came out cooking, putting up all kind of yards. He was front running for the MVP, and it tailed off at the end of the season, kind of how it always does. What I mean by having the best quarterback situation is you have a combination of a pocket pass with Jimmy G, and then you got a dynamic quarterback like Trey Lance, who they just took number 3 overall. So you can come into a game. It's hard for a defense to game plan for that. You said I'm giving Shanahan too much credit? I mean, I don't know about that. We're going to see. So collectively, they got the best quarterback situation. I'm not even talking about the other quarterbacks.
I don't care how granted, Kyle Shanahan, he's a good coordinator. I don't care how good your coordinator is. Whoever's on that field got to be able to produce. So you can draw 1,000%. Any good play or any whatever. If that quarterback can't produce, and I'm not saying Jimmy G can't, like you say, he's the winner. He's won in this league. But as far as quarterbacks, I'm going Russell Stafford before I'm going Jimmy G, Trey Lance any day. And that's without discuss. Like, I don't know why we even talking about that.
That's fair. But it's more than a quarterback though. You got the bet.
Your statement was
Kittle.
Do you understand what your statement was though? Do you understand what your statement was?
The best quarterback in this division is Russell Wilson.
You said quarterback situation. I don't care what.
The best quarterback situation collectively in this division is over there in San Fran. Now, I know it sounds crazy to you right now, but we'll reconvene in a couple of weeks, but you can be like, oh damn, D, but now I see what you're talking about. Now I see what you're talking. These boys 6-0. Now I see what you meant by that.
Because now you acting like it's gonna be 2 quarterbacks on the field. Like, nah, you only got 1 quarterback on the field. But anyway,
I don't want to leak any
information. Back to what we came here to do.
What's today's date? The 6th, 9/6.
In Canton, Georgia. What they got in their water over there in Canton, Georgia?
We're gonna come back to this. So
what they got in their water?
I got Niners, the Seahawks, the Rams, Cardinals.
Say it one more time.
Niners, Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals. Actually, no, I take that back. Niners, Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals. Damn, I can't believe I forgot. I got Russell
So
Wilson.
I got the Rams.
Third in
I got the
division.
Rams one. I got the Rams one. I'm gonna go San Fran 2. Cardinals 3. Seahawks 4.
So all that you just talked about Russell Wilson, you got him finishing last in the division, not making the playoffs. After all that.
Bruh, it's a team game, but you talking
after all
what you was talking about, was just strictly the quarterback room. Like I'm like, Russell Wilson is quarterback wise is better than what they got in San Fran. Now, as a team collectively, I'm gonna go with the Rams, who win in the division. I'm gonna go with San Fran. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, and then I'm gonna go with Seattle.
So
I'm not talking again. Yeah, I mean, hey,
long
we'll see.
Season for Russ and
Hey, that boy D Buzz says San Fran got the best quarterback situation
in the league.
In the league?
No, I'm just talking.
I hope your internet cut out again.
No. I was just joking with that one.
I hope your internet cut out again.
I was joking with that one. Who we got next, man?
Woo.
Y'all gonna see, man.
We gonna go to the north, man.
To the north. I mean, this is easy. I think we both had the Packers winning this division at least. So we both got them at 1, right? Or you
yeah.
What you got?
Nah, we got the Packers, and then I got Minnesota.
I'm with you.
And then I got the Bears, and then I got the Lions.
Okay.
Hold on. Colin, he's gonna call and ask DB, and D-Butt is gonna backpedal like a mug. He is not gonna say that on live. He is not gonna say that because your credibility is going here, bro.
Listen, man. What? So which part do you? All right, we're not even gonna go back.
Which part?
We on the
Which part?
I can't even see the comments right now. But somebody
you don't want to see these comments.
Somebody got to be agreeing with me, and
nobody agreed with you when you said San Fran has the best quarterback room. The quarterback situation. Nobody agreed with you. Hold on. Here you go. Dave K. D-Buck takes ice cold today.
See, that means that's not a hot take.
This is a Labor Day joke, right? God McSqueezy. My man Zach said DB is an elite backpedaler. Yeah, he played the position at a high level.
Look, man.
We ain't done. Bug Cannabis.
I said that.
Said hands down, Russ.
He preached to the choir. I said that. We can go back to the conversation we had when you said Matt Stafford was in the conversation.
Quarterback wise, Russell.
And the same Russell Wilson you said it'd be fourth in the division.
Tone said Stafford over Jimmy G, no question. John J said DB is bugging.
I don't know about that.
Is bugging right now.
I don't know about that. See, yeah, I think it's better that I don't see the comments. Because y'all clouding up my judgment right now. I said what I said.
I mean, you gotta stand on that.
Be the first. They're gonna win that division this year based off Kyle Shanahan and what he does with that quarterback room. You got Matt Ryan mixed with RG3 and Kyle Shanahan got a game plan with. Come on, man. Y'all don't know ball. Well, AB know ball, obviously, but y'all don't know ball. Everybody else in the comments, y'all don't know ball. Y'all will find out. It's like when I told y'all about Herbert. I told y'all about Wentz.
So we're going to see. You know what I mean?
Told y'all about Sam Darnold. If it was up to AB, Sam Darnold would still be the quarterback for New York.
Tone, I need you to edit that out right now and send that to my phone. I need that out on my IG in less than an hour.
You got to put the whole three.
The whole you did that says San Francisco has the best quarterback situation in the NFC West. I need that, Tone. I need that.
Who is the OC for Seattle right now?
I need that, Tone.
Oh, you don't care. Play caller, coaching don't matter to you. I forgot.
You said what?
I forgot coaching don't matter to you. I want to know who though, because I know they fired Shotty
Nah,
last
nah,
year.
nah, nah. I never said that. I just said you don't give a person that's going to be on the sideline the whole game too much credit, and you should know that because we had
That's
coaches all the time that says players you got to overcome coaching. So don't
absolutely
like yeah,
1,000%.
Shanahan is a good coach. He is a good play caller, but I'm saying that you can't give him all the credit just because his name is
No,
Shanahan. His last name is Shanahan.
I'm giving Jimmy G some credit too. He's 24-8 as a starter. He gets some credit as well. I can't give Trey Lance any credit. He's Clay right now. He's all potential right now. But I think Shanahan will put him in some great situations.
He
But I
definitely
mean, we're
will.
gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah,
But
we will.
in this NFC North, I think you go ahead. Let me run your picks back. Let me make sure.
I say Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, and Detroit.
Okay. We both agree with Green Bay and Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago. Man, it just really depends on how early they start Justin Fields. I think they got a chance to finish second in the division if he starts within the first 3 games. So it's really contingent on that. But as it stands right now, damn, and then Kirk Cousins unvaccinated. These protocols are not favorable for those guys.
Yeah, you
I'm
definitely
gonna
got to
go.
take that into consideration.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Packers, Bears, Vikings, Lions. I do think at some point they got to make the right decision at quarterback. Everybody's saying they holding Justin Fields out because they playing the Rams and Aaron Donald week 1, which I mean, that's the NFL. You're gonna face freaks, mutants every week. You're not hiding from that. So, but if he does start week 2 or 3, I think the Bears got a chance with that defense to finish second in this division. So Packers, Bears, Vikings, Po-ass Lions.
All right. So that's the NFC North.
We got the South.
And now the South.
Defending champs. Famous Jameis. Sammy
Yeah.
Darnold down in Carolina. Matty Ice. You got another run in them. New head coach. Who you got, bro?
I got Tampa Bay winning the division. I have the Saints.
Okay.
I
That
have the
scared me for a
Panthers.
second.
I got the Bucs, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Falcons.
Bucks, Saints. I'm with you there. Panthers, Falcons. That's the toss-up. If I'm looking at the quarterback position, I'm still giving Matt Ryan the edge. If I'm looking at defense, I'm giving the Panthers the edge. Weapons. Offensive weapons. Woo! Pitts
Offensive weapons,
Ridley.
I think it's evenly matched
I
offensively.
don't know. Nah, C-Mac tips that. Healthy C-Mac. Got
Yeah, but then
Roby.
when you got Pitts and Ridley,
Big mismatch with
you know what I'm
Pitts,
saying?
Young.
So that's why I just say I feel as though the offensive weapons kind of even out a little bit.
Healthy. I'm a bank on a healthy C-Mac. So I'm going to go Panthers in that third spot. So Bucks, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. Bucks, Saints, yeah, I can't bet on the Falcons. You know how they took off the church's money. So Bucks, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. So there we go.
So there you have it. There you have it. So we're gonna run these. We're gonna run these.
Yeah, let's run through one more time.
Back one more time. So NFC East, we had the Cowboys. I had Cowboys, Washington football team, the Giants, and the Eagles.
Yep, same.
Okay. Go to the NFC West. I think this is where we were different. I had the Rams. I had the Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, and the Seahawks.
I had Niners, Rams, Seahawks, and then the Cardinals.
All right. NFC North, I had Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago, and Detroit.
I had Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit.
All right. And then in NFC South, I had Tampa, New Orleans, Carolina, and the Falcons. And I think you had the same.
Yep. Same. Bucs, Saints, Carolina Falcons. Yep.
So there you have it.
There you have it.
NFC.
Man, excited about the season, man. We're gonna reconvene again Thursday, before kickoff. And then we're
Yep.
doing our draft, our man-to-man draft on tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow night, 8:30,
Shout out
live.
to everybody. I think we're waiting on one more response. We may have got that by now. It's gonna be 8:30 live. We posted one draft that we already did on the Man-to-Man channel. Matter of fact, go make sure y'all go to YouTube and subscribe to that. A lot of good stuff coming this year. But yeah, that's gonna be fun, man. I got another. I mean, every team that I've drafted so far, I've had the highest projections. I don't know if that probably don't hold any weight, but just saying. Just want to put that out there.
So before we leave, man, well, like you said, we'll be back Thursday before the game. So I know you have some hot takes, cold takes, whatever you want to.
We're gonna have some picks. We're gonna have
We'll
picks.
definitely have picks.
Picks and spread. We're gonna have some some player props.
Yep.
We're gonna have all that. I've been ice cold on college, so
I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man.
Ready.
So look, y'all enjoy this day, man. Good old Labor Day. Hopefully everybody's off. Don't gotta go to work. Man, tell a friend and tell a friend. You know.
Sure, man. Out here, Canton, man. I see y'all on Thursday. I'll be back home. My daughter's birthday today. Shout out Maya. She's a teenager, 13 years old.
13.
Y'all pray for me. My niece also, Brene, she's 13 as well. So we out here celebrating birthdays. And we're going to get on this road. We got a road trip. Taking a road trip back to Florida. So
Safe travels, my guy. Again, man, tomorrow night, 8:30, that man-to-man. We got that draft. Underdog.
Live.
We out.
Yes, sir. Out of here.